Hey, it's David Wygant here, 10-minute daily reality check, running solo on this Wednesday in July. And I saw a great movie the other night, Baby Driver. Probably one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. The first couple of minutes, I was like, not liking this. Not liking the beginning, not liking the music, not liking the feel. You see, I'm never one of these shoot 'em up, special effects kind of guys. I don't really like special effects. To me, when I go to a movie, I want to think, I want to feel, I want to emote. I want to have a tear in my eye. That's right. David Wygant from the 10-minute daily reality check loves a good chick flick. Love it. They're my favorite because I want to see the guy get the girl. I want to see the girl be happy with the guy. I want to see the kids being reunited with their dad. And I want to see the person put to shame that deserved it. Man, I love a good movie like that. It gets me thinking. I like movies that really allow me to think about not only my life, but about other people's lives. Movies that make me feel, that make me grow, and leave a message. I thought Baby Driver was going to be terrible. You see, I really wanted to go see Planet of the Apes. I love Planet of the Apes. Except, I ran a Google search for Playa Vista and the wrong movie theater comes up and I had the wrong time. My fault, my screw up. My friend Alex came and met me and, we just decided to pony up and see Baby Driver. And I got to tell you, it's a must-see movie. It is great. The acting is great. I really like the guy John Hamm from Mad Men. Seeing him in that type of character. Jamie Foxx playing the usual great Jamie Foxx, and the lead character was I forgot what his name was, but he was in another really amazing movie, the guy that played Baby. He was in a movie, something about the stars or something, a movie a couple of years ago that was really a sweet, kind of innocent movie. So it got me thinking. Today, I had a lot of conversations with clients that really wanted to take a trip to Loserville. Now, if you've seen the movie The Lorex in Sneedville, it's a brand new day. Well, I felt like today I was going to sing in Loserville, it's the same old story every day. And I got to tell you, I started thinking to myself, how many trips have I taken into Loserville? And it shocked me. I've done it quite a number of times in my life where I've really been pissed at some of the things that I've done, some of the people that I've trusted, some of the people that I took care of and really spit on my face afterwards. It makes you feel like a complete loser. How many of you have ex-wives or ex-husbands that you took care of them and it just came back to bite you in the ass a couple of years later because you were being nice to a loser? You see, when we take a trip to Loserville, the only way we could take a trip to Loserville is if we meet somebody who's a fucking loser. Somebody who's a disgusting human being with absolutely no morals at all. When we meet that person is what we call an energetic vampire, somebody who is way below and way beneath you. But for some reason or another, there's a lesson that you needed to have, and there was an attraction that you had with them, and you had to play out the relationship. So what happens is when you get a high vibrational person coupled with a low frequency individual that we talked about last week on the podcast with John Keegan, you have a man or a woman that's taking a trip eventually down to Loserville. Something that was taught to me a long time ago, you can't negotiate with an idiot or you can't negotiate with a loser. But the thing is, when we bring losers into our lives, which we all have from time to time, we need to look and see why we brought this loser in our lives. Because when we have a feel sorry for ourselves moment, where we allow ourselves to be victims of our own choices, and we literally take a trip into Loserville, we have to ask ourselves, why did we do it? What were we afraid of? What were we playing out? I know when I've gone down to Loserville, I think to myself, well, what did I need to play out at that time in my life? And usually I'm going against my gut instincts the entire time. I remember years ago when I separated from my ex, my friend told me to take care of her. And I did. And you know what? I got taken advantage of. And I got to think why. Why was I taken advantage of? Well, I allowed myself to be taken advantage of because, well, that's what we do when we step into Loserville. That's what we do. As human beings, we decide that we're not worthy of something, or we don't really know. We're trying to be a good person, or we're trying to make amends for things that we did in the past, and we pick the wrong people to do it with. There are many people out there that have no scruples and no values at all because, well, if they did have scruples and values, we all wouldn't be going to therapy. Think about the amount of times in our life that we've communicated with people that were far below us, way below us, and we thought we could change or help them or communicate with them. You can't communicate with an idiot. You really can't. You can't communicate with somebody that's levels beneath you as a human being. It's next to impossible to be able to communicate with somebody like that. It's next to impossible to communicate with somebody who doesn't see eye to eye with you. But yet every single day, we take a trip into Loserville, and we try to get someone to see our point of view. Eventually, we think through our amazing linguistic skills or generosity that the person will actually see you for who you are, or maybe appreciate you for who you are. But in reality, losers have hidden agendas. They always do. They're always the first to judge somebody based on them not having scruples or morals or ethics. Yet they're also the first one to repeat that same exact behavior. It's the same thing when somebody tells you, trust me, I would never lie. Well, a liar would never say they would never lie, and someone who says trust me is someone who obviously is not to be trusted. A loser. You see, winners don't say that. Winners don't look at you and say, trust me, I would never screw you. Because losers always have a hidden agenda. They always do. There's a method to their madness because they live a very fear-based life. And in that fear-based life, they're trying to use other people for their own good. I know a lot of men and a lot of women who live together because they don't want to leave one another because it would mean that they would actually have to work a job. God forbid. Make their own money and live within their means. God forbid. I live in Los Angeles, the town of the gold digger. Conway West song was pretty amazing. I know a lot of women I've run into that, God forbid, ever have to work again and actually live within their means. Live in places that are, well, they're not accustomed to after somebody else's money paid for their life. Shame on all of you that paid for somebody else's life. I've done it. Doesn't work out, does it? Never does. Because the person just gets used to it and they get enabled, and you enable the loser. And when you enable the loser, they have expectations in life. Whenever you enable a loser, they just think they can continue to take from you and take and take and take because they don't want to take responsibility for their life at all. They'll keep sucking one person dry after the next because that's who they truly are to a core. Oh, they may read spirituality and self-help books, but deep down, they're just takers. So beware of people that take. When you're dating or if you're in a relationship with a taker right now, I want you to look at that relationship. Are you paying for everything? Are they telling you that they'll help you or pay you back in the future? Or when they get a job, things will be better? You need to take a look at their background. For those of you that are dating single moms or single dads, take a look at their relationships they had with their exes. Do they take responsibility for that relationship? Do they take responsibility for the mistakes that were done? Are they forthright in that? Or do they still try to take advantage of their ex? Do they try to manipulate their children? Because let me tell you something. You have a kid with that person and it doesn't work out. Guess what? You didn't listen to the preview that was being presented to you because you're going to be in the exact same shoes as that person was before you. Take a look at the character. And for those people that really take trips and stay in Loserville, you're teaching your kids how to be losers just like you. Sad. Because the kids come in as these beautiful souls, these amazing souls that allow and want an experience in life. But unfortunately, too many people fuck them up with their own fears. Look, I brought these type of people in my life ample times. I take full responsibility for being generous to these people, enabling these people. I'm fully responsible for all my relationships in my life. I'm fully responsible for allowing losers into my life. I'm fully responsible for allowing lower vibrational, LFIs, low frequency individuals in my life. But eventually you start really realizing that you just can't live that way anymore. So you want to make a stand. And the stand you make is a stand of no more. No more losers. I want you to look at your life right now, and I want you to look at the dead weight that's in your life. I want you to take a look at the losers that are plaguing you right now. And I want you to tell them to go fuck themselves. Tell them to go fuck off. Literally say the things you always wanted to say to them. I give you that power today to tell the losers that are in your life that are sucking your energy dry to go fuck themselves. It will feel really good. Live a day of authentic truth. Because all of you who are listening to this show on a daily basis, you're a winner. You're a winner. You're somebody who wants to win in life. You're somebody who wants to grow in life. You're somebody who understands that there's something called karma, something called retribution. For all you losers out there that take, karma is going to come back and bite you in the ass. The court of the universal law will destroy you down the road. So for all you winners out there, join me on the other side of the table. And today is the day, this Wednesday in July, that you take a trip into Loserville. Feel sorry for yourself for allowing them in for about 5 minutes. Then go in with guns a-blazing, heads chopping, virtual guns, and stab the shit out of every single person virtually with your thoughts, your feelings, and a virtual fuck off. Because I want all of you to live the life that you want. And the only way you can live that life is if you get rid of all the losers that have attached themselves to you. You winner. You high frequency person that you are. Anyway, that's today's reality. Glad you joined, because tomorrow we're going to talk about another subject, and who the fuck knows what it is. But anyway, spread the love, man. I'll see you soon, and I'll see you tomorrow.